Throughout the course of this very young, preemie-like election cycle, there's been a couple of names that have caused a lot of debate and drama in the Democratic Party. And no, I'm not talking about John Delaney. No. I'm not talking about John Delaney or Tim Ryan. He's gone. I don't know what Delaney's hanging around for. I think Delaney just wants to find a way to get rid of money. That's it. He's got so much money. He wants to give it away. He just can't find a good way to give it away. So he's running, and he's throwing his money into a big pit because it's for nothing. This is what rich people do when they got too much money. They just have pursuits like hang gliding and I don't know, mountain climbing. You know, I'm trying to climb this mountain of bills. That's what I'm trying to climb. You know, us working people. You know, I ain't got no $3,000 to climb a rock. I got crackheads around my way to climb rocks for free. Okay, so back to my point. So the name of there's people during this Democratic primary season that have caused a lot of drama, and one of those people is Tulsi Gabbard. Now, I don't know if she causes it. Maybe that's not the way to describe this, but she has been the center of focus. I think we all can agree that she has gotten a lot of negative publicity. She has become the left's Donald Trump. And when I say that, it's not because of her policies. It's not because of anything that she does. It's because the way they treat Tulsi. Everything she says, everything she does is followed by a smear. It's almost as if the DNC could say, hey, good morning, Tulsi. And she'd say, hey, good morning. And they would smear right away. Smear. I didn't say anything except smear. All I was saying was smear. All I was trying to say was aloha. I know a lot about regime change wars, and during my time as a service member, a sergeant, a corporal, a general, in my various positions in the armed services, in the National Guard of Hawaii, I have learned that we are being led by idiots and who are bloodthirsty morons and craven nihilists who don't care about human life. And I would like to bring this back to America and let the American people not have a leader that's psychotic. Well, you know, there are times I like Tulsi Gabbard, there's times I don't like Tulsi Gabbard. And one thing about Tulsi Gabbard is she doesn't care. She don't care which way. She doesn't care. She goes by the beat of her own drum. And to kind of top that off, you know, we had to run in with Hillary Clinton very recently, where Hillary Clinton said that Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian agent. Presented no facts at all. No facts, no actual evidence to that. Just, yeah. Hey, I'm former Secretary of State and First Lady, and I just Senator, and this is what I say. And I dare you to criticize me, Tim Black. So Tulsi Gabbard, she voiced her opinion about defending herself against these scandalous or the scurrilous allegations made by Hillary Clinton. Well, she's topped it all by creating an op-ed that is amazing. Amazingly attention-grabbing, and here goes a little bit about that. All right. I can defeat Trump and the Clinton doctrine. All right? I can defeat Trump and the Clinton doctrine. The U.S. will stop trying to overthrow governments and police the world. That's the title of the Wall Street Journal opinion piece written by none other than Congressperson Tulsi Gabbard. Now, this is behind a paywall, so I'm very glad I can share some of it with you, because I know a lot of you would not pay to read it, Johnson, because I know you guys. You're paying to read nothing on Wall Street Journal. It starts off by saying Hillary Clinton emerged recently to claim, with no basis in fact, that I am being groomed by the Russian government to undermine America. As a major in the National Guard who served in Iraq, one of the many disastrous regime change wars Mrs. Clinton championed over her career, I swore an oath to only one authority, the U.S. Constitution. Oh, yeah. Tulsi Gabbard, she's not playing around. She's going extremely hard on Hillary, and what she's doing is she's making the case that even if Hillary doesn't run, which would be like death to the Democrats. I mean, if Hillary Clinton did run, guys, just go ahead and just go ahead and say, give Trump another 4 years. Don't even do it. Don't even have an election. If you're dumb enough to let Hillary run, just call it off. I'm serious. Just call it a day, man. Why waste the money? Save it for 2024. But Tulsi Gabbard has crafted this debate, right? Where, oh, Hillary, you want to talk crap, huh? Well, okay, fine. Now I'm going to run against you and your bad policies. And even if you don't run, the fact that the DNC has been in your pocket and that we are still, the Democratic Party is still suffering from the vestiges of the Clinton era, which is still the remnants, the smell, it's still there. The neoliberalism is there still from the Clinton era. Well, Tulsi Gabbard said, I'm gonna run against you, and I'm gonna run against your policies and your regime change efforts. So Tulsi Gabbard is very ingenious. She's very ingenious. She's very crafty. She's slick even. Very savvy, ladies and gentlemen, very savvy. And the way that she's kind of set this up in the way that Hillary played into it. I got to tell you guys, there are things that I don't agree with Tulsi on. But when I see an op-ed like this, the way she positioned it, listen, she said, this isn't a petty spat between Mrs. Clinton and me. It's a serious contrast in views about the choice voters face as they decide which Democratic candidate is best equipped to defeat President Trump. Mrs. Clinton already lost to Mr. Trump once. Why would Democrats think a Hillary 2.0 candidate will result in anything different? Tulsi Gabbard is effectively making the case that you don't have to nominate Hillary. They don't have to put Hillary up as a candidate. But if you get anyone like Hillary, you are still getting Hillary. You feel me, Johnson? If you get anyone like Hillary, such as Joe Biden, Amy Klobuchar, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, John Delaney, pretty much anybody besides Bernie Sanders or Tulsi Gabbard or Marianne Williamson, she ain't like Hillary, then you are, and to a certain extent, maybe not as much, Andrew Yang. Let me slide that in there because, he likes math. He doesn't like, interns. So the point is, you have to see Tulsi for what she is. That's why I say when people go, oh, Tim, you can't attack Tulsi Gabbard. First of all, Tulsi Gabbard ain't worried about nothing we say, and Tulsi Gabbard is doing the attacking. Stop. Look, she's a soldier, first of all. Second of all, she's a killer. Literally. And a killer in politics. Let's keep that in mind as you put on your capes to run rescue someone who don't need no damn rescuing. If anything, other people need rescuing from her. Just ask Kamala Harris and Tim Ryan. So as much as I want to not like this op-ed, I can't dislike an op-ed. I got to give it credit for what it is. It is a gut punch to the establishment, and that was very effective. So hats off to Tulsi Gabbard for that op-ed. Woo! Now, it's causing them to further their conversation about Tulsi Gabbard being a spoiler candidate who's going to run third party, even though she repeatedly says she's not going to run third party. Right now, they're playing a case of, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Pee Wee Herman, very annoying scene. I'm fat, you're fat. I'm fat, you're fat. No, you're fat. No, you're wrong. No, you're a Russian agent. No, you're a Russian agent. It's ridiculous. But right after checking out this op-ed, I saw this tweet from, do I want to get to the tweet yet? Tulsi Gabbard gives me whiplash. 1 minute I love her, 1 minute I can't stand her. She's the candidate you love to hate. Check it out. I love this, for instance. This I love. I love this. Tulsi Gabbard overtakes Kamala Harris in a new poll as layoffs hit the cash-strapped Harris campaign. Oh, my goodness gracious, y'all. She is laying off people, cutting salaries, because she ran into a buzzsaw from Hawaii named Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii. Yeah. And look, it's not just that. I mean, come on, Kamala Harris. It's such a beautiful thing for someone whose mouth wrote a check her behind couldn't cash. Yeah, the check bounced when she was saying, I'm a top tier candidate. Let's make this really, who Tulsi Gabbard, what's her name? I don't even know her name, Johnson. I don't even know who this person is. She's an underling. Frankly, she couldn't carry my purse, my change purse. And she's no one. And then, oh my God, she's passed me. And I have to cut staff. Uh-oh. So I love that part about Tulsi Gabbard. She's taking it to neoliberals who I think are bad for the country. I told you, I'm on the record. I don't hide this. This I'm very obvious and upfront about. I will never support a prosecutor. That includes Amy Klobuchar. Before you say it's a black thing, we had a conversation about blackness and all that later, about Harris's blackness, all that later. But I would never support Amy Klobuchar for the same reasons. I want people who help try to, get people out of jail. In the country's most incarcerated, in the most incarcerated country in the developed world, in the Western world, which is us, United States, why the hell would I support a candidate for president whose job was to put more people behind bars? And I know you want to say, well, there was this time, this horrible incident, and we needed justice for it. Okay, fine. What about the other 95? That only represents like 3% of your cases. Most of the cases that these prosecutors handle are not a little child getting shot in a window, Amy Klobuchar. 90-something% of the cases that you handle are petty-ass cases where people couldn't make bail and get out. Nonviolent offenses are the majority, the bulk of the cases that you handed Amy Klobuchar and Kamala Harris. And that goes for you too, Sonny on The View. Don't you ever think about running for president. Run for the ice cream truck, run to get your hair done, run to get your nails and your eyebrows arched, but don't run for president. I'm tired of this foolishness. So basically, guys, I love the fact that Tulsi Gabbard is giving it to Kamala Harris. And that Kamala Harris is where she is right now, which is looking at the front door. Shout out to Large Professor. So anyway, then just as I'm feeling great, happy, good about Tulsi Gabbard, I get something like this. Like this. I get a tweet from Tulsi Gabbard agreeing with President Barack Obama. That's right, agreeing with Obama that the problem with America, one of our problems that a president or former president should be chiming in on, is how so many millennials are too woke. Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard says, in a nutshell, Obama's saying we all need a little more aloha spirit. Being respectful and caring for one another. Not being so quick to judge. Not seeing everything as black or white. I hope you'll join me in bringing the spirit of aloha to the White House. Yeah, Johnson. Yeah. Just as I'm riding that high, that sugar high of a Tulsi Gabbard, the sinking of Kamala Harris's campaign, the high of an op-ed that's devastating to the neoliberals and the Hillary confidants and faithfuls and the near tendons and these people whose job has been to undermine progressives and kneecap Bernie Sanders and other progressives. Then I get this. I get Tulsi Gabbard pulling a, I bet you didn't see that one coming, Johnson. Yeah. Explaining Obama to us. Why? You could just look at her like, why? But why? Ma'am, why? You call out Hillary. Everything that you say that Hillary did, she did it under Obama's arm. She did it working for Obama. You can't. All of the foreign policy blunders that you blame Hillary for, they were done with the approval of Obama. And now you defend him. Well, no, she's just talking about that one conversation. Now, I'm going to play the clip with Obama. You can get exactly what he said. I don't think you're going to like it. I hate it. But the point is, no one asked you what you thought. What are we trying to accomplish here? Why are you similar to Ellen when Ellen was with John McCain is passed now. When Ellen was with George W. Bush in the press box, and she was like, "Well, you know, it's just like people who like fur. I hate people that wear fur, but sometimes you got to kill babies, and you can hang out with a baby killer and a war criminal, and it's okay because they're human beings. So you just let it go. Just look the other way when they got blood on their hands. Just don't shake their hands when they got blood on them, and you just say, wash your hands, and then I'll shake your hand." Well, similar to that catastrophe, which I thought was a bad call, which I don't know why you did it. Who are you trying to signal to? Are you calling plays, umpire plays, or are you third base coach of the Yankees or the Nats? Nats just won the championship, by the way. I'm in D.C. I'm a D.C. native. I'm in Maryland now, but I respect that. But are you a third base coach calling shots, doing signaling? Who are you signaling, Tulsi? Why are you doing it? I don't understand, folks. Well, I've seen up close, the very high cost of war. Do you see up close the very high cost of defending neoliberals when you are anti-neoliberal, defending war criminals when you are anti-war criminal, defending those who have backstabbed progressives in the back several times? Have you calculated the high cost of doing that shit? And have you calculated the pretzel-like contortions your supporters will have to bend themselves into to somehow defend this garbage? Look, guys, hey, it is what it is. Now, Tim, it's not that bad. You over-exaggerate. Nah, not really, Johnson. Obama told black folks, yeah, I'm going there. Obama told black folks, oh, listen, hey, listen. I'm not the president of black America. I'm a president of LGBTQ America. That's what I'm a president of. And I'm also president of women, but not the blacks. Put your pants up, Pookie. Get up out of here. Come on, Michelle. Why'd you let him up in here? I told you, in here trying to do my thing. In here trying to count this Wall Street money. This Wall Street money over here. Over here. Got time for these Negroes always want a job or something. Oh, trying to get laws passed. I want marijuana legalized. Time to do that. $1,000 and $3,000 million and 1,000. So, excuse me if I'm a little bitter about the first black president being worse than the first white president, or the first being worse than Clinton in a lot of ways, or just as bad. He was a Republican and Democrat face. And I got a problem with that. And it's like no one asked you, so it's like volunteer, like, oh, I want to piss people off because it makes me different. I don't see, and see, maybe it's me because maybe I just don't understand political strategy. You know, maybe I'm too much of a straight shooter. I'm a guy who will go to Politicon, be around all these people that could change my life if I wanted to go for that. And instead, what do? I call out Tommy Lauren and the establishment. That's what I do. So if you want me to contort myself and to pretend it's okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Leave that to someone else to play nice with this BS. I'm not going to play nice. I don't play nice. This is who I am. I don't. I'm not going to. But Tim, you're wrong. This is not that bad. Obama is just trying to look for civility. The C word, I can't stand this C word almost as bad as other C words. And, well, I want you to hear the Obama clip where Obama talks about this, about civility and being woke and how stupid it is to be woke and how you shouldn't be woke. And that's part of our problem is too many people are woke. Check it out. Here we go.
This idea of purity and you're never compromised and you're always politically woke and all that stuff, you should get over that quickly. The world is messy. There are ambiguities. Yep. People who do really good stuff have flaws.
The former president went on to call the term a danger among.
Yeah, let's get that mic back on. We got a lot of problems in this country. Homelessness, poverty, mass incarceration, climate change, climate upheaval, endangered species, animal cruelty, factory farming, war, opiate crisis, all types of inequities, income inequality, black folks on the bottom, a permanent underclass in the country they help build. We have many problems in this country that are horrific, and people that add to these problems instead of alleviate them deserve to be called out, Johnson. I don't give a damn what party they're with. Now, Obama sitting here saying it's better to, things are messy. No, you know what it is, young people? If you're under like 25, you want to know what he's really telling you? He's telling you to be a sellout. Just like him. He sold out to Wall Street and Big Pharma. And he's telling you basically, hey, sometimes you got to sell out. Sometimes you stab him right in the back. And he's telling you, he's trying to shame you. It's like it's a purity test. It's a purity test to want people to stand for something and don't waver on it. That's a purity test. That's how horrible our politics are. That's how pathetic this whole system is. The only solution to it is more people who don't give in. The only solution to it are you and I demanding better and then holding those mofos accountable by kicking them out on their asses if they don't comply. That is the only solution. That's it. That's it, y'all. Obama wants you to think that you are uncivilized if you have a standard. Well, just like I would never suggest that a woman should be with a man who lays his hands on her in a way that she finds inappropriate or she's fearful or that causes her pain in any way. I would also say that's not a purist. That's a woman who doesn't like to be hit. I could say to a man, be with a woman who wants you for who you are, not how much money you make. She should love you broke or with money or somewhere in between, regardless to what it is. That does not make you a purist, sir. That makes you a person with criteria, a person with ethics, a person with things that you will accept and things you won't accept. In Obama's world, he wants politics to be different. Like politics is just different. It's you gotta compromise. Yeah, you gotta compromise on solutions sometimes, but you don't compromise your integrity, mofo. So now do you see why I have a problem with Tulsi Gabbard going to bat for this guy and this guy's comment? Like, oh, we just need to be nicer? That's not our problem. The problem is not division. The problem is corruption. We have a corrupt system. We have income inequality. The rich get richer, the poor get poor, and we get screwed repeatedly. The problem is not your sister or your cousin or your baby niece on Twitter. Don't listen to Bill Maher or Obama. That's not the problem. They want us quiet while they rob us and bend us over our desk and rape us of all of our constitutional rights, all of our privacy, our vote, everything. They want us to be happy about it. They want us to say, thank you. Can I have another, sir? Please, may I have another? And if we don't say it loud enough, they make us the problem. Well, yes, I have a problem with Tulsi Gabbard supporting that guy. I have a problem with that president. I have a problem with that person. I have a problem with that thought process. I have a problem with people that support it. I have a problem with this whole system. I have a problem with the fake journalists who propagate this garbage, who stand up and support it, the Hollywood actors and actresses to make it seem okay, the commentators who proliferate it and propagate it. And I have a problem with those who turn a blind eye to the injustice. If you enjoy this content, please become a member of the Tim Black Wolf Pack. It don't cost a lot. It's from $5 and up. You can join, become a member on patreon.com. We are the biggest, most viewed black independent media on the left, and we are proud of what we represent. A black progressive calling it straight, keeping it real, and bowing to none.